Let's get Rick Bryan up to the stage. Let's give a round of applause.
Keep it going for Shannon. Come on, let her hear it one time. Come on. What's up? Orale, Cinco de Mayo, right? How many of y'all celebrating it? Yeah, there you go. Do you know why you celebrate it? Because you're drunks, that's why. Yeah, you like to drink. I had to Google it myself. Normally somebody will say, oh, it's Mexican independence. No, that's in September. I know better, okay? This happened back in, I think it's 1861. President Benito Juarez borrowed money from France. The next year, France is like, we would like our money. Like, what money, Holmes? I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds like some relatives of mine, you know? So the story goes that French came over to take over the Mexicans. I think it's like 2,000 Frenchmen came over to take over 6,000 Mexicans. Or the opposite way around, 6,000 French, 2,000 Mexicans. They did not do that. The Mexicans kicked the hell out of the French, did not pay back the money. That is why today we celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Orale! And how do we do it? By getting all drunk and cruising really slow up and down Federal Boulevard, baby. Yeah, oh, don't act like you see us out there. You know what's up, man. Yeah. How do we get away with that annually? It's like it's okay to drink and drive as long as you keep it under 5. I could fit 10 people into my Thunderbird. Heck, I'll take it back even to my BMX bike. I could fit me and 4 of my cousins on it. Check it out. You know you got the pegs for the front wheels and the back wheels. One stands on the front pegs, one sits on the handlebars. I stand up and pedal, one sits on the seat, one stands on the back pegs. Right? When you got that many family members, you got to learn to share. Come on, man. You know us Mexicans, we're like gremlins. You just add water, we start popping out. That's not true. It's tequila. We like to party beforehand, right? Man, these lights are bright. Last time I stood in front of lights this bright, it came with instructions. Number 4, can you please step forward and turn to the left? No, sir, your other left. I'm like, oh, no. All you could hear was, no, that's not him. Surprise, it was me. We just had another holiday, right? We celebrated here in Colorado. We celebrated hard, didn't we? 420. Yeah. How many of y'all celebrate that? Round of applause. Y'all happy that marijuana's legal in this state? Look at you. All excited. Oh, that's nice. That's real fun. I got 3 words for you. Don't be dumb, ladies and gentlemen. Marijuana is more illegal than it's ever been in my lifetime. All you've done is brought attention to what I've been doing. Oh, man, we're getting DUIs. When did this happen? When it became legal? No, remember back in the day, cop would pull you over. Do you have any marijuana? No. Are you sure? I got a little bit. I'll give him what I got in my pocket because I don't want him to find what I have underneath my seat, right? I wasn't getting a DUI. Maybe he'd go sell it to his friends or whatever, smoke it for himself, but I wasn't getting a DUI, okay? Maybe he'd make me break my pipe. I'm like, oh, the hell with the pipe. Throw it on the ground, I'll just do bounce across the road. I don't know if you remember, but they actually made them out of pipe back in the day, not glass. It didn't just shatter. And then they thought they'd get decorative by wrapping it with clay. I think it was a fire hazard, but we didn't care, right? We're getting on. Now you're getting DUIs. No, this shouldn't be a thing, people. They're testing in nanograms. What is a nanogram? I've come across a lot of weed in my lifetime. I've never come across a nanogram. If you're going to test me for marijuana, it better be in ounces and pounds. That's all I'm saying. Give me a DUI for a joint I smoked when I was 15. No, this is not legal. Leave the state. It's like a crazy game of hide and seek, man. I know they can smell me because I'm smoking the blunts. I get across state line, I'm like, yeah, home base all day, every day. Nah, the hell with your state. Have you been outside of Colorado? Like any direction outside Colorado? It is crazy, man. It's just, emptiness for hours and hours and hours. You gotta be high, man, if you're doing something like that. It's like watching the Nature Channel for hours and hours and hours. I get these dispensaries, they're nice, but all you've done is took it out of the small business owner's hands and put it into the big corporations, you know? This is not cool. It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, isn't it? You go up in there, you can do everything with it. You can eat it, you can smoke it, you can drink it. They've now made it into cream. It's getting out of hand, people. Like, anybody ever gone through the drive-thru? You ever get so high, you go through the drive-thru, pay for your food, and then drive off without your food? Oh, yeah, it's funny the first time it happens. What's going on? Why are there 2 windows? Remember back in the day, there was 1 window. You paid here, you got your food, you enjoyed your day. I'm forgetting from point A to point B. That's all I'm saying here, people. We need to simplify this. I mean, it's like a crack deal or something. You know, I already feel bad about eating McDonald's. You pull up to the first window. You got that money? Yeah. You got my food? No, it's around the corner. Like, what? Why is my food around the corner, McDonald's? You got to pull around the corner of the building, and these trees are all hanging all ominously over that other window. You pull up, dude's like, so did you give him that money? I'm like, oh, come on, McDonald's, just give me my food. Please don't make this feel like a crack deal. I already feel bad about eating here. All right? Oh, and quit looking at my money. All right, quit holding my money up to the light like I'm counterfeiting money. This is embarrassing for both of us, all right? You work at McDonald's. You don't know what counterfeit money looks like. And if I am counterfeiting money, I am not going to be eating here at McDonald's, okay? It's getting to be out of hand. I do understand why marijuana had been illegal this whole time. Because as soon as it became legal, you white people turned it into crack. I'm like, what is the... Oh, don't look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you've given it a cute name, dabs. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Look, I know crack when I see crack. They'll look dead at you and be like, nah, man. It's THC, man. It's the plant, man. I'm like, yeah, orale, the coca leaf is the coca leaf, too, until you turn it into cocaine. Now we have something totally different here. This guy's like, you want to do a dab? I said, what is a dab? He said, it's hash, man. I'm like, orale, I like some hash. Let's get down. He pulls out his chemistry set. What is this? He's like, that's my bong, man. I'm like, nah, I made a bong back in high school. This got levels and chambers and all kinds of stuff going on. What are we about to do right now? He's like, it's all good. Here, man, let me light it for you. He pulls out a blowtorch. I'm like, what is happening? I came to get high. I didn't come to go to work. I got my good clothes on here. This is crazy. Dude looks dead at me. He's like, it's all right. Let me light it for you, man. I'm like, whoa. All I know is that if you got to light it for me, we are definitely doing something wrong right now. So I did this dab, and I know why they call it a dab, because just a dab will do you, ladies and gentlemen. Man, this takes you to the next level. I've been doing this for 20 years, and nothing like this ever before. We sort of had something like this back in the day. I don't know if you remember when the weed had seeds in it. You like have to take a box top and break it up, and it was like a process. You take your credit card, be like, weed over here, seeds over here. Weed over here, seeds over here. I didn't realize it, but Grandma was training me when I was little. She didn't realize it neither. She's like, mijo, come here, help me separate the rocks from the beans. I'm like, what? Why do the beans have rocks, Grandma? What is that happening? Did we not buy these from the grocery store? What is going on? Sure enough, you take them home, dump them out. There are rocks amongst the beans. I'm like, oh my goodness. Same process. Take you a card. Beans over here, rocks over here. Beans over here, rocks over here. 10 years later, when they pulled out that weed, I'm like, oh, pass it right here. Grandma's been training me. Grandma has been training. Back then, we had something called gravity bongs. Do you remember what those were? Okay, for those you don't remember, you're going to get a lesson real quick. What you do is you take you a bucket, fill it halfway with water, cut a 2-liter bottle in half, fill that bucket halfway up with water, put your 2-liter bottle in it. When you put your bowl in the cap, you light it, pull it out of there, it fills with smoke. You take the cap off, boom, take it to the dome, baby. Sometimes people passed out, but that was part of the fun right there, right? Just like dabs, I was not satisfied. I'm like, we're taking this to the next level. I said, go fill up the bathtub. My buddy's like, the bathtub? What are we about to do? I went and stole a traffic cone from the side of the road. Oh, yeah, it got interesting now, man, because you got to use tin foil on the top for your bowl and poke holes, and when you light it, it leaves a black ring. Then you put it around your mouth. You got a black ring around your mouth, looking like Richard Pryor again, like we really doing something wrong. And this time when you hit it, bam, everybody passed out. You went tink from the sink to the toilet to the floor. I said, back in my day, you had to be MacGyver to get high. My name is Bryan. You notice that they hired the Latinos for the Cinco de Mayo festival. They wanted half with me. They didn't realize they see me at the Denver Improv, like, yeah, that Mexican's good. And then they couldn't find me because it's Bryan. I'm incognito, right? When I was born, my name was Richard Anthony Romero. My mom remarried when I was 9, changed my name to Richard William Bryan. Looked at me and said, if you want to make it in this world, it's better to be white. I'm like, woman, You didn't take into consideration on how I'm going to look later on in life, did you? We are not fooling anybody here. I was going to change my name back to Romero, and then I heard who the president's going to be. I'm like, nah, we're going to ride this Bryan name out for at least 4 more years, baby. Come on, I'm not building a wall. Jose was talking about it, all right. I'm in construction too. No, unless he pays up front, okay? Because I heard he doesn't like to pay. So if he's paying up front and really good money, hey, I got to feed my family. I got to do what I got to do. I'm not going to slow down production. My cousins will still be digging tunnels. It's all good. It's all good. You know we have a wall already, right? Yeah, in the Arizona area. I didn't realize this, but Mythbusters did a whole show on it. Yeah, a whole hour special on Mexicans being slingshot over the border. I was like, nah, you white boys are crazy. I got to watch this one. They built like a medieval catapult, man. Like something that take 30 days to build. I'm like, hold on. We're sneaking over the border. Now, you can't do this. And I stopped and thought about it for a minute. I'm like, well, you get enough of us, man. We could have this built in like 30 minutes or less, just sling shooting Mexicans over. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe that's why they're plumping up so much, huh? So they just bounce over the border like gummy bears. I don't know what Arizona's so worried about it with the Mexicans. It's got to be the overpopulation. Like I said, my grandma had 16 kids. That's way too many kids, man. I know she fed a couple of my uncles after midnight because they were retarded. And my auntie, she just kept feeding them. And feeding them. And feeding them, and feeding them, and feeding them. I'm like, what is going on around here, man? Grandma and Grandpa are 5'3" and like 130 pounds. All 8 of you are 5'3", 330 pounds. All 8 of them look at you like, we got thyroid problems. Like, oh, no. Not all y'all got thyroid problems, okay? Grandma, God bless her, okay? She's in a wheelchair. Legs are cut off due to diabetes. But what is she doing? She's in the kitchen throwing lard into a big old vat. Come here, mijo, eat. I'm like, oh, no, man, I got an alcohol problem. I'm blowing out this way. I'm not trying to explode out this way. Not enough Mexicans here tonight, huh? They're all still working, huh? Oh, man, I know. I got me 3 kids, thank God, only 3. They're in that teenage year now. My wife's been teaching the oldest one how to drive. Been taking him in the parking lot, driving around in circles. Woo! Like, dude, you really want to go for a ride? He's like, where are we going? I said, does it matter? He's like, nah, I guess not. He's outside waiting in the parking lot right now. Hell yeah, man, a lot of these shows, I'm drinking, having a good time. I can't drive myself home. I need my kids right there. Hey, if you're going to have them, utilize them, right? Little brother, 1 year down the road. Little sister, 2 years down the road from there. The next 6 years, I ain't drinking and driving no more. Hey, who needs Uber when you got sober kids? They're spoiled, but they're sober. It's all trying to teach them don't be texting and driving. That's a problem, right? Round of applause if you think texting while driving is a problem. I don't think it should be a law, but it's definitely a problem. There's not another reason I need to be profiled while I'm in my car. That's all I'm saying. You don't know what I'm doing on my phone, right? Could be getting the navigation. Boom. Where would you like to go? I tell her where I want to go, gives me step-by-step instructions on how to get there. Sort of annoying a woman giving you step-by-step instructions, but she's pretty good at her job, isn't she? What do we have in play before this? Does anybody remember? The maps, ladies and gentlemen. I thought a couple of you are old enough to remember what a map is. For the rest of you, Dora the Explorer sure explained it well enough. You should know what a map is by now, right? Where are we going? Over the bridge. Where are we going? Over the bridge. Where are we going? I hate Dora. I hate Dora the Explorer. And if you have kids, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Freddy Krueger won't haunt your dreams. Dora the Explorer will haunt your dreams. When they're little, I was watching them during the day, I want to take a nap, but I can't fall all the way asleep because that's just irresponsible, right? So I'm laying there, I'm halfway here, halfway there, and all I can hear is, where are we going? Over the bridge. Where are we going? Over the bridge. Where are we going? Over the bridge. I wake up, I'm like, swiper, no swiping. Oh my God. Panicky, start sweating. I'm like, what is happening right now? The kids are grown. I thought that was all in the past. And then Geico did a commercial with Dora the Explorer. Next 2 weeks, man, I was just waking up in terror. I'm like, I hate you, Geico. I hate you, Dora the Explorer. That's just panic attack I had when I started talking about Dora. That's all. I'm teaching him, don't text while driving. While you're driving, you got to pay attention to the road. I got pulled over for texting while driving. The cop said, I seen you. I was like, you seen me? He's like, yeah. I said, my phone is up there on the windshield. And how's that legal nowadays? You know, you got your phone right there on the windshield, right underneath the rearview mirror. Back in the day, I had a string hanging from my rearview mirror, my graduation tassel. All right? Yeah, don't look at me like I didn't graduate, okay? Yeah. They give them out for GEDs, too. Okay. So I had my phone up there on the windshield, and I'm like, what do you mean you seen me texting? He goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm rolling a blunt. Thank you very much. He said, sir, you can't do that either. I said, yes, I can. I know the law. I can roll this up. I just can't smoke it until I get home. Okay. All right, back to that texting while driving. If you don't remember what a map is, a map was a piece of paper that started out 8 by 2. And what you did was you unfolded it. And then you unfolded it. And unfolded it and unfolded it and unfolded it and unfolded it. By the time you got the map open, you couldn't even see the passenger inside the car with you anymore, man. This wasn't illegal, though, right? There was no mapping while driving charges back in the day. My grandpa would have that map strung all the way across the dashboard, like you couldn't even see out the windshield. I'm like, oh, my God, cut a hole or something. It's getting dangerous. But he wasn't going to jail. There was no mapping while driving charges, so there should be no texting while driving charges. Like I said, you don't know what I'm doing on my phone. I could be watching porn for all you know, right? It's not illegal to be porning while driving, is it? They say if you want to make it in this industry right here, that you got to get on TV. Well, that's a load of crap, because I have been on Cops 3 times, and I have gone nowhere. Hey, my name's Rick Bryan. Y'all been fun. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Thank you.
All right, Rick Bryan, everyone. What a powerhouse of energy. Woo, I love it. I love it. So where are you playing next? How can we keep in touch?
I'll be at the Denver Improv in June, the weekend from the 15th to the 18th. I'm out there a lot. And then if you go to my website, it's rickbryandbd.com. You can find out all my upcoming shows.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Let's give it up for Rick Bryan one more time. Yes. Thank you.